The CHEA PD240CH is a lightweight and portable patient screening device which is able to distinguish ferrous or magnetic metals with respect to non-ferrous or non-magnetic metals. Potential threats for MRI scans can be identified and further distinguished from non-dangerous prosthesis or implants. This equipment is designed to localize metal masses concealed or carried on a person or an object. As part of the normal screening process, the detector must be used manually to scan the surface of the person or object to inspect. Main components inside the carry bag include the handheld metal detector, the desktop docking station, the verification of detection test piece, the universal AC adapter with corresponding plugs, the instruction manual and documentation, the verification of discrimination test piece, the tether, and the Torque 10 tool along with two AA nickel metal hydride batteries. The batteries used for the PD240CH are AA nickel metal hydride rechargeable batteries. There are numerous manufacturers that make this type of battery. However, it is important to use only batteries provided by CHEA, as they have been evaluated to provide optimum performance with this detector and the desktop docking station. Never use standard alkaline batteries, as they can damage the device if accidentally placed into an active desktop docking station. Contact CHEA before attempting to replace the batteries. Remove the locking screw from the cap of the battery compartment using the Torque 10 tool provided with the kit. Load the batteries, respecting their polarity, into the cap of the battery compartment. Place the cap back into the device and secure it by tightening the locking screw. Controls and indicators include the power reset button. Turns the device on and off and is also used as a quick reset in case of extended alarm. The optical alarm indicator. During startup, it provides a quick indication of the current battery level and is then used as a visual alarm indication when a metal mass is found. Note, this is only an indicator and not a button. The battery level indicator is simply an indication that notifies the user that there is less than 1 hour of use left. Note that this is only an indicator and not a button. The alarm buzzer emits tones related to the detection of metal masses. The selection of the acoustic alarm and signal, the selection of the vibrating alarm signal, and the analysis mode selection determines the type of inspection to be performed and the sensitivity used for that inspection. Press the power reset button. The optical alarm indicator will briefly flash red in the center, followed by a battery level indication in green. The detector is ready for use when all audible and visual alarm indications stop. This is approximately 2 seconds after pressing the on-off button. Note, during startup, all 5 lights in the optical alarm indicator indicate the battery is charged over 70%. 3 lights indicate a 30 to 70% charge, and 1 green light means the battery is less than 30% charged. In some cases, it's possible for the detector to go into an extended alarm condition when exposed to a large metal mass during startup or screening. This alarm condition will clear over time, but can be expedited by simply tapping the power reset button again to immediately clear the alarm. The device settings are readily viewable by looking at the push buttons. All the current selections related to analysis mode and alarm signals will be illuminated. It is also an overall indication that the device is powered on. Press the audible alarm button to turn the audible alarm indication on or off. Press the vibration alarm button to turn the vibration alarm indication on or off. It's possible to operate the device with both the audible and vibration indications turned off and solely rely on the optical alarm indicator. The PD240CH has 3 different analysis modes that are quickly selectable via the keypad interface. Each mode is optimized for a specific aspect of the screening process. All metals. This mode has a high sensitivity for both magnetic and non-magnetic metals. It can be used to locate implanted medical devices, prosthesis, and metal fragments. Body. This mode has a high sensitivity for detecting small magnetic metals, while at the same time being able to ignore large non-magnetic metals. For this reason, it's useful for locating metal fragments, surgical instruments, or other magnetic objects without detecting larger prostheses typically found in the body. Head. This mode works in the same manner as the body mode, but it has higher sensitivity to detect even smaller magnetic items. For this reason, it's useful for locating metal fragments, surgical instruments, or other magnetic objects without detecting medium-sized dental implants, making it best suited for inspecting the patient's head and face. You may find that the different modes have benefits outside of their intended purpose. For example, if it is known a person has no prosthesis in their body, use the head mode to scan their body at a higher level of sensitivity than the body mode. Before starting the screening process, it's important to understand that while the PD240CH looks similar to traditional handheld metal detectors used for security screening at airports or public venues, it's operating at a much higher sensitivity and should not be used in a way as observed for those types of applications. In order to use the device to its full potential, the patient should be lying on a metal-free structure or in a standing position. Since the device is being used to detect very small magnetic metal masses, it is extremely reactive to large magnetic metal masses. This includes objects such as other electronic devices, wheelchairs, IV poles, hospital beds, etc. It also includes things that may not be as obvious, such as the floor, walls, doors, or furniture. It is recommended to maintain a minimum distance of 16 inches from the floor and 20 inches from all other objects during the screening process. However, it may need to be further depending upon the size of the mass. The sensing area of the device is indicated here. Scan the patient by sweeping the detector across the area to be inspected. Keep the movement of the device slow and controlled while maintaining a distance of approximately ½ inch from the surface of the patient. Moving the device too quickly or with erratic movements may trigger a false detection. When a metal mass is detected, in addition to the current selection of audio and/or vibration alarm indicators, the optical alarm indicator will provide a red signal proportional to the size or distance of the object. One LED indicates a small mass, 3 LEDs indicates a medium mass, and 5 LEDs indicates a large metal mass. If the audio alarm indicator is enabled, the tone will change as the device passes over the center line of the object that caused the alarm. This procedure works best when utilizing the acoustic alarm indication, but it can also be accomplished by using the optical alarm indication. Slowly sweep the area to be inspected. Determine the center line of a target that is causing the alarm by listening to the change of tone. Rotate the device 90 degrees and sweep the area again, listening for the change of tone. This will be the center point of the target. Follow the same procedure as pinpointing with acoustic alarm indication, but instead of relying on the change of tone, utilize the optical alarm indication. The center line is where the signal strength is the strongest or the most LEDs are lit. Depending upon the mass of the target, it's possible that the strongest signal might not exceed 1 LED. There is a possibility for the detector to go into an extended alarm condition if exposed to a large magnetic metal mass. The alarm will clear itself over time, but can be quickly reset by tapping the power reset button once the device is away from the object that caused the alarm and in a metal-free area. Note: do not reset the detector while near a large-sized metal mass. The device will enter a standby mode, reducing power consumption if placed on a flat, metal-free surface for over 3 minutes. To restart the device, simply pick it up, and it will be immediately ready for use. If the device is in standby mode for over 40 minutes, it will automatically power off. Hold down the power reset button for 1 second, and the red lights of the optical alarm indicator will turn off in sequence as the device powers down. The device is off when no LEDs are illuminated. Alternatively, the device will switch off automatically when placed into a desktop docking station that's connected to AC power. The battery level indicator will only activate once the batteries have discharged to specific levels. If the battery level indicator starts to blink yellow during use, the device has approximately 1 hour of operation left. During this time, the detection capability and all other performances of the device are unaffected. When the battery is completely discharged, the battery level indicator will stay illuminated and emit a continuous tone from the alarm buzzer. Stop operations and recharge the battery. Connect the AC adapter cable to the desktop docking station and plug it into an available outlet. Simply place the detector inside the receptacle of the desktop docking station. The charging process will start immediately. If the device is still powered on, it will switch off automatically. After approximately 5 seconds, the optical alarm indicator will start blinking. The amount of LEDs that are illuminated will indicate the current charge level. One LED indicates less than 30% charge, 3 LEDs indicate a charge between 30 and 70%, and 5 LEDs indicate a charge between 70 and 99%. The battery is fully charged when all 5 LEDs are continuously illuminated in green. It is recommended to leave the PD240CH inside the desktop docking station when not in use, even if it has a full charge. The device can be extracted and used before the full charge is completed without issue. The calibration test pieces included with the set allow the operator to quickly check the detection capability of magnetic metals and the ability to ignore or discriminate non-magnetic metals. Select Head Analysis Mode. Then pass the steel sphere detection test piece close to the bottom side of the detector with the arrow for head pointing towards the device. Make sure the test piece passes over the center point of the sensing area and that it triggers an alarm. Then pass the titanium plate discrimination test piece close to the bottom side of the detector. Make sure the test piece passes over the center point of the sensing area and that it does not trigger an alarm. Select Body Analysis Mode. Then pass the steel sphere detection test piece close to the bottom side of the detector with the arrow for body pointing towards the device. Make sure the test piece passes over the center point of the sensing area and that it triggers an alarm. Then pass the titanium plate discrimination test piece close to the bottom side of the detector. Make sure the test piece passes over the center point of the sensing area and that it does not trigger an alarm. Select All Metals Analysis Mode. Then pass the steel sphere detection test piece close to the bottom side of the detector with the arrow for head pointing towards the device. Make sure the test piece passes over the center point of the sensing area and that it triggers an alarm. Then pass the titanium plate discrimination test piece close to the bottom side of the detector. Make sure the test piece passes over the center point of the sensing area and that it triggers an alarm. An optional tether is included with the kit. The purpose of the tether is to prevent the device from being left on a hospital transport device and having it enter MRI Zone 4. Using the tether is not a requirement for operation of the device. Use a slightly moist, non-abrasive cloth for cleaning. The PD240CH is made from medical-grade plastics. Most isopropyl-based disinfectants are compatible. However, if there is any concern regarding a specific disinfectant, please contact CHEA USA. Make sure the charging contacts on both the PD240CH and the desktop docking station are free from dirt and debris. In case of a prolonged period of storage or inactivity, the nickel metal hydride batteries will naturally lose almost all of their charge, and then may have difficulty recharging. In order to prevent this from occurring, it is recommended to completely discharge and then completely recharge the batteries at least once every 4 months. If a continuous alarm occurs either after startup or during use, it may be the detector was activated or used too close to a large magnetic metal mass. To resolve, simply move the detector away from the metal mass and press the reset button. If that fails to resolve the issue, cycle the power of the device. If the problem remains, please contact CHEA USA. If there is an intermittent red alarm during the battery charging process, simply ensure the electric contacts of the detector and the spring pins of the desktop docking station are clean and working properly. If the problem remains, check the condition of the batteries and replace them if necessary. This concludes the video. For additional information, contact your CHEA USA representative.